Welcome everybody to NR Truck Night in America. Tonight, folks, we're heading to Rockingham Speedway. We have a good race up and coming. Our first real Speedway race of the year. We've been to Las Vegas, we've been to Atlanta, but those races have really been mostly plate type of races with the packages the trucks were running. So this race is going to be the first true race that we see a test of skill. We got a lot of talented drivers in the field. Peter Onjak on pole. Right beside him, Sanjo Vittoria. We got a couple of Spire trucks right behind him. Landon Laudenbach, Matthew Hubert, and Jerry Chin, and a good bunch of other drivers right behind them. Little, Stapleton. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting race. It's going to be our first real pre-recorded race of the season. We've really been doing some live streams, but for now we're going to move to these type of races. I'm looking to bring some more content with these races, pre-race shows, all that. This week we're not doing that. And as you can see, as well, we're not running the regular ticker we usually run. I did this for just easier purposes. I find it easier to use this in-game ticker so we can use mods like better cautions and stuff, because with GNLTB, for some reason the better cautions crashes the game. So we're going to be running better cautions for this race, and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited because finally get to get those double foul restarts, and it should be interesting. So besides that, I don't have much to say to you guys for this pre-race coverage. If you take a look at our starting grid, hold on, let me pull it up here. We had a pretty interesting qualifying. This was our first qualifying of the year where it was really spread out. There was a lot of guys that showed a lot of speed and a lot of guys that were pretty slow, but there was different time intervals throughout qualifying. There was little groups of similar times, and there were some guys that stood out. So as we go through our qualifying order, we got Peter Onjak on pole. Alongside him is Sanjo Vittoria. Right behind him is Landon Laudenbach, Matthew Hubert, and then we have Jerry Chen and Sebastian Lopez. Then we got Nathan Stapleton and Ryan Little. Then we have Matt Morley and Charlie Davenport, the Daytona winner. Then we got Travis Rowland and Clinton Buchanan. Then we got Rogel Dorn and Sierra Cooper. Then we have the 23 of Nicholas Torres and the 04 Tyreek McLean making his second start. And right behind them we got David Dixon, the New Zealander, and the 02 of Adrian Gill, the Australian. Then we have the 9 of William Ayers. Then we got the 25 of Carl Young, who won last weekend at Las Vegas, dominating that race. So the 25 team's looking to carry that momentum. Right now they're not starting on the best, I guess you could say they're not having the best start to the weekend, starting pretty mid-pack. Then we got the 52 of Eric Monaco and the 29 of Monica Pato. Then we got the 45 of Brandon Haynes and the 57 of Roxy D'Angelo making her third start, I believe it is. Then we have the 15 of Reggie Fogelman, the 18 of James Daniel, the 13 of Gabriel Candemil, alongside his brother Manny Candemil Jr. Then we have Skylar Taylor and Evan Marisi. Then we have the 26 of Mateo Castillo and the 42 of Dylan Matiska. And then rounding out the field, we have Bjorn Johnson and Angel Gutierrez. Our points leader, Angel Gutierrez, did not have a great qualifying session, and we're going to see how that impacts him in this race, because qualifying is really important, and starting near the tail end is not a great start for that 2 team, so we'll see how it goes. So besides that, let's get these trucks rolling and get this race started. So you see Peter Onjak's going to lead us to green. We got this nice little ESPN ticker for this race. We'll try to change it next race, but here we go. And green flag is underway for the Rock 120. 138 laps around Rockingham. It should be a great race. And already into turn 1, look at Peter Onjak with a huge lead, clearing Vittoria into turn 1. But right behind him is Landon Laudenbach right on his bumper. And look at that 7 and 92 stuck on that outside line. But look at these 2 Spire trucks right behind them. Landon Laudenbach and Jerry Chen right on the bumper of that 38. Jerry Chen a little bit behind. But look at Nathan Stapleton now and Matt Morley. They're making some moves as well. Side by side right now is Morley and the 7 truck of Hubert. Travis Rowland also right behind them as well. But look at Vittoria now. He's looking to make a move. And he does get the move off, actually, Chen it was. And Landon Laudenbach had a look at that 38 truck, but doesn't quite get it there. So he's going to slide up a little bit out of that turn. Morley and that 7 truck still battling behind them. At 75, the Sierra Cooper still making some moves. But right now, it's the pole sitter Peter Onjak still controlling this lead. 138 laps around here, so it's going to be a long race likely, and we're going to see how it goes. These guys are still right up on each other. Can Laudenbach make a move on this 38 truck is the question. And these guys are starting to pull away a little bit already. These guys are some of the best speedway racers in the league, and right now they're doing pretty good. Look at Hubert right on that bumper, that 17 truck, and Nathan Stapleton. David Dixon stuck pretty high as that 9 of William Ayers is looking to make a move now. And look at Ryan Little making a move on Taurus. Is he going to get it done? Not quite. And look at that. Up ahead, Nathan Stapleton. Hubert cruises right past him. These Spire trucks have been fast every week, and they just haven't been able to put together the win so far. Well, they do have one win on the season. Matthew Hubert at Atlanta, a pretty close finish. But besides that, not much to say. Jerry Chen's been struggling all season, but right now they're running really well. Look at Onjak still leading here. Can this 92 Vittoria make a move? These trucks have been fastest all week, but who will come out on top is the question. See how our points leader is doing. Angel Gutierrez still running behind here. Not the greatest start for that team. Oh, and he's getting into that 18 a little bit. Maybe not happy there. But struggling right now is our points leader, and that could see a huge change at the top. But look at Matthew Hubert getting past his teammate of Jerry Chen. So Hubert's going to move into 4th here. Gets a great move on his teammate, and now he's going to be chasing after that front 3 now. Peter Onjak's been the fastest all week. That 38 trucks had some solid performances, but they've gotten caught in some bad luck. But right now, look at Landon Laudenbach sticking his nose in there, but not quite going to get the pass off. Vittoria looking on the outside there, trying to capitalize on that move. He's not going to get anywhere close, and he's going to slide back a little bit now. Fix the audio there for you guys. Look at this 71 truck, still creeping behind the 38. He hasn't been able to get a move down all day, though. Side by side right now is Carl Young with Monica Pato. He does get the pass off. This is for 18th. David Dixon right behind them trying to make some moves as well. The pit window is about lap 30. Saw that on the race info graphic a little bit earlier at the start. We're going to look to do that more as the season progresses. We're going to do pre-race shows, go over what to look for. It'll be a small little 5-minute segment likely in these videos, so shouldn't be too much of a hassle to watch. It'll actually be pretty nice. But right now, Onjak still dominating, led all 13 laps here today. Oh, but now look at Vittoria making a pass on Laudenbach for 2nd. Now we have 2 blue ovals leading the pack now. These guys are still driving away, about a 2-second gap on the man behind them, Matthew Hubert. But Jerry Chen staying in that draft of his teammate of Hubert right now. But can Chen put together a good performance? Right now he's running really well, but this season he's not had the greatest performances and gotten caught in some bad luck. But right now in that Caterpillar 77, that team's running really well. It's been bad luck for pole sitters all the races this season besides Atlanta. So right now, the 38, he's in good position to end that bad luck streak for these pole sitters, but we'll see how it goes, because Daytona, the number one, no, not the number one, the 91 of Rogel Dorn, he had some issues, but his teammate in the McNally Racing 43 of Charlie Davenport won that race, so this was an error on the team's part. But Last weekend we saw Brandon Haynes have a huge flip. He started on the pole, but look at this 92 closing up on that 38. A huge run into that backstretch. Will the 92 make a move for the lead? And there he goes. Vittoria looking for the lead now. And he's going to go through, and he's going to clear the 38. New leader is the 92 of Sanjo Vittoria. But that 38 still creeping on the outside. He's not going to quite have the run, and that 71 of Landon Laudenbach's going to capitalize on that opportunity likely and try to get second here. Right now, Onjak and Laudenbach both sit in some pretty comfortable point positions. Speaking of comfortable point positions, Laudenbach sits around third, I'm pretty sure, and he's led the most laps this season. He just hasn't been able to put together the win. So we'll see in this race if he can pass that 92, who's already driving away as these two battle. If he can get a win here, he likely takes over that control of the points, especially with the bad day Angel Gutierrez is having right now. But the man in second in points is Clinton Buchanan. I'm not sure where he is right now. He's running right outside the top 10, running in 14th currently. So he's having a solid day, but you think he'd do better. Stapleton's still running on his own. This team's really amped up the performance in the past weeks. They're figuring it out now. A lot of teams are figuring it out as the season progresses. But look at this gap the 92 is building on the rest of these guys behind them. The 71 and 38 were battling for a little bit, and that kind of cost them now. About 10 laps until the estimated pit window. So we'll see who comes in first. We've seen a lot of diverse strategies. Some guys stay out long, some guys don't. The pit window is about lap 38 actually. So laps 38, 41-ish is when we expect them to come in, but that's just an estimate, so we'll see. And now look at Onjak trying to make a move for second. Sorry guys, I'm a little stuffy, but is he going to get it done? Yes, he will. He cruises right on by that 71. Hasn't quite cleared him now, he does. Riding close up to that fence of that 71 truck, but in goes Onjak. We'll see if he can catch up to this 92. That 71 may have been holding him back, but right now we can't really tell. So we'll see if this 38 is going to catch up. He's already building kind of a gap on that 71, but that gap's kind of formed when these guys pass each other anyways. Vittoria controlling the race right now. A really fast driver in this series. He currently sits, 1 second folks, currently sits 4th in points, right behind Buchanan. So Landon Laudenbach is second in points. That's my bad. Only a point off of Angel Gutierrez, who right now is not having the greatest day. But Vittoria, his performance would elevate him too. Onjak currently sits 6th in points. So a lot of these guys who have been consistent are running up front right now. But look at this gap build. He's already building a second on that 71 truck. Speaking of our points lead, let's check in on Angel Gutierrez. Let's see where he's running currently. Still running 28th. Not the greatest performance for this number 2 team. And hopefully they figure something out in the second half of this race. But right now, Gutierrez is struggling. See this 25 making a pass on that number 9. Oh, getting really close there. Doesn't quite get the move off. As you see that 04, Tyreek McLean running that high line. A little bit unusual at this track, but he's making it work right now. Well, run 17, so he's doing decent. Dixon and Haynes battling still as well. Still got these Spire trucks. Well, these Spire teammates still running their own race right now. That's 17 as well, that 19 too. As look at the 75 of Sierra Cooper running really slow. As at 27 and 31 are going to get right by them. Morley and forget the 27's name every single time. Apologies to you. Apparently I just forget this guy's name all of a sudden. Great move. '27 is Sebastian Lopez. I know it starts with the S, but every single time it gets me, because we have a lot of guys that their names start with the S in this series. But look at this. This 92 is catching up to some lap traffic here. That 38 is maintaining the gap pretty well. They aren't getting too much, but a lot of slow trucks ahead. 29 laps in. Only a mile. Yeah, on the dot. A mile on the dot. It is this track, so only a mile long. We'll see how many guys get lapped in this race. But right now, Manny Candamil Jr. running dead last with Taylor in front of him. He's going to get some pressure by the leader. We'll see if Vittorio's able to manage this traffic well, or this 38 will use the traffic to catch back up. Ooh, look at Vittorio getting really close to that number 1 truck of Taylor. Getting really close there. Skylar Taylor, known as the Rocket Man, but not having the greatest performance, and he's running really high right now. Stays away from the wall, but now that 71's still stuck behind the lap traffic. He hasn't even got there yet as they're passing Gabriel Candamil. And speaking of our points leader, Angel Gutierrez, he's about to get put a lap down as these guys are just carving up this lap traffic currently. So already gonna be in a pretty bad predicament, but they're still battling on the outside a little bit, but it looks like this 92 is going to get right past them, and that's not what you like to see if you're that number 2 team. We have a lot of diverse archetypes in the series. We got some road course ringers, short track aces. So next week we might see a bunch of short track aces dominate Martinsville. But right now, Peter Onjak's making a pass on this 92 truck, who gets held behind his Ford teammate of the 98 of Evan Morisi. I mean, they're all Fords, but Morisi holds up the 92, and now he is going to lose some time to the 38. So now Onjak takes control of the lead. He's working on James Daniel, who currently sits 28. So they haven't lapped as many guys as I thought they have, but we're coming up on that pit window that I expect these guys to come in. So we'll see. But Vittoria has already closed that gap that was made from that lap traffic really quickly, and he's already chasing down this 38 truck once again. He might be the fastest driver here today. And now they're closing up on Matiska, who just hasn't had a great season so far. He's qualified up front in a few races, but just falls apart, and just the race pace isn't there for that 42 team. And that 11 team of Bjorn right in front of them, the grizzled veteran, he's not running well either, so some guys are just struggling so far. Look at Vittoria getting really aggressive here, getting a little bit impatient here. 34 trucks in the field, and we're already about to lap the 26 trucks, so these guys are really setting themselves apart from others. That 92's right on the back bumper here of this 38. Does he make a move into this tri-oval? Not quite. He might make it into this turn. Nope, not just yet, but he is giving some pressure to this 38 truck. He's right on him. They don't have a lot of guys. Yeah, they have a pretty sizable gap ahead. So take a look at the rest of our fields. They might be getting through some lap traffic right now. Yeah, they're arriving. That 71's just now getting through a few of these guys. But we're about to hit lap 40 in this race. This race is going by pretty quickly already. 100 laps left in this one, though. See when these guys come in. But Onjak and Vittoria are setting themselves apart about a 2-second gap over the 71. Actually, 3 seconds. That 7 truck about a 5-second gap. Yeah, so Chen and Stapleton. No, that 7 actually got passed by his teammate of the 77. So Chen's actually moved into that position, probably with some help from some lap traffic there. But these guys are making some moves, and that 31's also moving in. Oh, because we got pit stops beginning, everybody. Yeah, that 7 of Matthew Hubert's already coming into pit road with Nathan Stapleton here. A lot of guys coming in. We'll see how this plays out, folks. Now that 77's in the lead. When is he going to come in? See him running on the left side of the screen there just now. No caution so far here today, so that's pretty good. But look at the 7 coming out of Matthew Hubert. We'll see how this strategy plays off for these guys. But in comes the pole sitter and the man in second. Hoping for a fast stop here. A slow stop could be dire for this race, especially with how long it's ran so far. Only a few only a few trucks a lap down here so far. Not really any changes on pit road. So we'll see how these guys come out. Look at Chen. He's coming in the pit here, so Chen's going to be the deciding factor here. Can these guys get back around Chen? We're going to follow this closely here. So here comes Chen coming out. Oh, look at Onjack, and he gets into the wall there. Some damage on that 38. These guys are running really fast, and Onjack just gets completely into the wall there. I don't know what he was doing, but that is not a great move. And now the 29's holding him up even more. There's some RFK racing tactics here, as they just completely get screwed over. But the 92 and 38 are going to get back out into the lead. And that 92 is working really fast, but Onjack's still unable to get past this 29, as Monica Pato is still holding him up. That 38 team is not going to be happy on Monday when they have the forward meeting. But look at that 7 of Matthew Hubert now. Those pit stops got him all the way back up here. He even jumped his teammate of Landon Lawden back now, so he's in a prime position. And that is huge for this race, because now Hubert's in a nice position to chase down these other guys. Vittoria's moving really fast right now, carving through this lap traffic, but Onjack's right behind him, probably not happy with the tactics by RFK Racing there. It'll be interesting to see how custom teams work next season. We haven't had any info on that yet. We're likely going to have team owners and drivers, but we'll see how many people we get over the season span. But right now, closing up on that 52 of Eric Monaco. These pit stops really got some guys under pressure, as the man in 20th is about to go a lap down. These guys are really carving up the field right now. And that's very interesting. These guys keep moving how they're moving. We could see a lot of guys a lap down at the end of this race. But that 77 at Chen, thought he was going to have a good lap, just not quite there. Just not getting past that 52. Here comes Clinton Buchanan running 18th, our current guy who's right behind Onjack in the standings. He's got a fast truck, but right now, that 92, he is moving very, very quickly. This could be one of those races where we really see the skill difference on these on these speedways. Only a mile oval, but a lot of guys could be a lap down at the end of this one. But look at Buchanan, he's making some moves. He's running away from these guys. He does not want to be a lap down in this race. Now Brandon Haynes, the man who was a pole sitter last week, didn't have the greatest start to this weekend. And right now he's struggling in that 45 truck. Running in the top 20, but not the greatest performance. And he's actually holding off this 92 pretty well. 92 hasn't been able to get a move off. He might try to go in this turn for one. But right now, that 45 is holding him up, and that's allowing this 38 to catch up. And he is getting really close here on that 45's bumper. And now the 45 is going to move out the way, but Onjack's already made up a lot of time. And look at Clinton Buchanan still making moves. He's running away from these guys. These guys are still pretty fast. Even if they're lap traffic, they're still running top 20 right now. So don't underestimate them. But I don't think Buchanan is going to really step aside for this 92 truck here. There's points at risk. You got to be consistent in this series. because the regular season championship is a huge momentum boost going into the chase. You get a lot of points for it, and we'll see how it goes. And Vittoria still following this 88 through, as Onjack goes really high there. He's struggling to get past the slap traffic, but look at Vittoria. Is he going to get past the 88? No, he's not. Clinton Buchanan not backing down from a fight. It's 23, holding up that 38 as well. And that 71, Landon Laudenbach has passed his teammate Huber in the 7, and now Vittoria's finally going to get past this 88 of Clinton Buchanan, but now Peter Onjack still unable to get past his 23 truck. Onjack just struggling right now. He actually loses a lot of time in that front stretch. And now look at the 92 of Vittoria driving away once again. Yeah, Onjack is unable to get a move off right now, and he is struggling. And Chen's dropped back really far. He took a really late pit stop, and right now he's running 7th, a little bit lower than what he was running before the pit stops. Nathan Stapleton's already in 5th place. But what? This 38 right now, he's just unable to manage this lap traffic as they are just allowing this 92 team to drive away. Now he's coming up on that number 5 of David Dixon. Already really close to the top 10 here, folks. A 34 truck field, but on this 1 mile oval, this is interesting. And remember, these guys sitting in their ratings, so it isn't really, it's really mostly an issue of some of these guys didn't sit in the best ratings. But the 77 and the 19 are battling a little bit. Look at Nathan Stapleton right here. 7, working on this 43. Trying to put him, well, he's already a lap down, but trying to get past him. And that 45, Brandon Haynes, is holding up that 71, so they're in a chase down right now. And that 23 actually passed the 88, but, I mean, this 92 truck is building a pretty good lead. Unless this 38 can get under the 23 in this turn. Yes, he will. He actually rotates the truck out. He might be catching up now. Peter Onjack now getting really close. Let's ride on board this truck. So as you can see, Onjack's actually starting to catch up now to this 92 truck. Actually navigates that lap traffic pretty well. And this 88 of Clinton Buchanan, this 23, they're actually kind of following these guys through the pack. But look at this 71 of Landon Laudenbach. He is actually catching up to these guys quite a bit. 2 seconds off, but right now, all that lap traffic, he's a little bit in the mirror of this 92 and 38 truck. Now getting past that 27, who started with them earlier in this race, but that 27 of, I just keep forgetting his name constantly. The 27 who started pretty top 5 in this race, I'm pretty sure, does not have a great day. Sebastian Lopez. Just unfortunate. Now can we see if this 38 is going to capitalize now? Maybe the 71 even steals the win if he's able to catch up to these guys battling later on this race. You don't really know at this moment, but right now, Vittoria has a pretty comfortable lead, and they're carving through this field. It's actually pretty interesting to see how these guys are carving through the field right now, as they're already about to close up on Tyreek McLean, who's running a pretty good race, but those pit stops really got some guys behind, and now Vittoria is looking to lap the guys who are nearly just running 12th and 11th, so likely see the field expand to 40 trucks next season if we get enough drivers, and that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. 40 trucks is a lot of trucks. We're going to have a good amount of custom teams still looking for painters, so if you guys are good in our 2003 painters and you're interested in painting for next season, hit me up. I'll have the Discord link in the description as always. So right now, look at Vittoria getting caught in this traffic, trying to push Sierra Cooper through, and he's actually going to get a pretty good move off. So Vittoria's actually carving through this traffic really well. I don't know how many times I've said that, but right now, he really is. Closing up to lap this number 2 truck for the second time in this race. Gutierrez running 32nd. It's not a great day, and it just gets worse and worse from now. But now that 71's starting to fall back a little bit, might be struggling with some traffic here. Let's go check up on what he's doing. And no, not quite. He's catching up to the... Oh! And the 99, Amanda Cannonball Jr. goes around on the front stretch. The 27 just spun him on the front stretch. We caught that on camera. We'll go to a replay in a second, but that 99, that brings out the caution. He just got completely taken out, and I don't think that 99 Amanda Cannonball Jr. is happy. His day's not going right, and the 27 just took him out. And let's go to the replay real quick. And we're here, folks, with the replay. And as you can see coming out this turn, the 27 just gets really close to that 99, and he completely takes him out, spins him. Cannonball Jr. ain't going to be happy with that one. And he might have a visit for that 27 team after this race. And that is just not what you like to see in this series, but he just completely takes him out. And now that's going to bring us to some pit stops. So I'm still trying to get good with the, broadcast features, because used to, clicking it because we have a different ticker. But right now, that puts this race in an interesting position now, as we do have better caution. So this is going to be a double file restart. But coming to pit road, this 92 truck, and let's see what else is coming with them. The 38, all these trucks. No, these guys are a lap down, actually, so they are not coming in. But all these guys that are a lap down aren't coming in, but look at Vittoria and these guys coming in, getting some fresh rubber, and we're going to see how this pit stop cycle goes. There shouldn't be any funny business going on, but yeah, that 92 got a huge gap over that 38 coming to the pits, so a fast stop is needed here. On lap 68 out of 138, we see our first caution, and it's a 27 getting into that 99. So I'm not sure what the 99's team's thoughts are on that one, but not quite what you like to see in the series. We like racing etiquette, but that right there, no real explanation. You see all those lap trucks, that's about half of the field. Even more than half. Only about 10 trucks on the lead lap. So all these lap trucks are coming in for some fresh tires and fuel, but they are just completely out of this race at this point. And we're about to hit the halfway mark as we reach lap 69. So now Vittoria's going to lead. Well, he's going to have Onjack on his outside, but that's a pretty comfortable position. But actually, the 71 and the 7 are going to come out on pit road in front of this. No, the 38. I think, yeah, 38 is the second, actually. Thought for a second the 71 and 77 beat 71 and 7 beat him out on pit road, but not quite. 10 loses the position to Stapleton, I believe. Might be mistaken there, but this is an interesting turn of events in this race. We had a nice green flag run, but the 27 and 99 getting into each other. That's going to cause this race to have to have a restart. And it's going to be our first caution of the day. We're at the halfway point, so we got 69 laps to go. And it's going to be interesting. Can this 38 get past the 92? Can the 71 maybe steal the lead? Maybe the 7, maybe the 17, maybe the 77. You don't know. These restarts are unpredictable. And we'll see when we're coming to the restart. So we're going to restart on lap 71 out of 138. These laps go by pretty quickly. It's going to be one of our quicker races, actually, in this season. Might reach an hour, but right now, just over 30 minutes, so a nice little race going on, but it is going to be this 92 leading us to the restart here. And we should get in double file here. I'm not sure, folks, but we'll see how this 38 plays on the restart, too. We got to remember that 29 truck of Monica Pato helped out their teammate on that run and held them back a little bit to gain that lead, but even that after that, they still were holding on to that lead pretty well, carving through traffic. But here we go. We're coming to the restart. Vittoria leads. He's got Onjack on his outside. We got a couple of Spire trucks behind him. We got Nathan Stapleton, Ryan Little, Rogel Dorn. Look at him making some moves in this race. And let's see how it goes. We're restarting on lap 71. Into turn 1 already. A huge run on the inside. At 38 of Peter Onjack's already behind. But look at the 71 of Landon Laudenbach looking to make a move maybe. Not quite just yet. Oh, yes he is. The 92 is going to slide up a little bit. Landon Laudenbach looking for the lead. Nathan Stapleton up to third. And now look at Landon Laudenbach. Still side by side. That 92 has a fast truck. Is he going to make it work on the outside? Yes, he does. Look at Vittoria. That truck is really quick. Behind him, look at Ryan Little looking to make a pass on Nathan Stapleton now. But Vittoria showing the skill using the outside, which hasn't really worked today. And he's going to get past that 71 who was looking for the lead. Side by side throughout the field. These guys are keeping it clean right now. Look at that 38, Peter Onjack getting stuck on the outside. He has a great truck, but right now, unless he has the skills of Vittoria, he is going to fall back. Landon Laudenbach right on the bumper of that 92 truck. Can he get past him is the question. Peter Onjack uses the outside to get past the 31, so he's got a fast truck as well. Look at the 7 of Matthew Hubert. He's got stuck behind these guys. Back to the lead, and now this 92 starting to build a gap. Can he sustain it, though? Does Laudenbach have anything for this 92 truck? And now look at Peter Onjack looking to make a move on Nathan Stapleton in that 17. And he's going to get quickly clear of him. Stapleton has a fast truck, but not as fast as that 38 Loves machine. Look at Landon Laudenbach still trying to stick with this 92 truck. Let's look at Onjack getting past this number 19 of Ryan Little now. Oh, look at Rogel Dorn as well. He's running currently 6th right now. This 27's in front of him, but he's a lap down. But this 91 of Rogel Dorn has really turned around his day. He didn't have the greatest starting position, but right now he's running pretty great. I mean, he's running pretty well. But the rest of these guys. But look at front. Landon Laudenbach gets around that 92. But the 92 is going to maybe do a switchback. What is this, F1? Yes, he will. He's getting the lead right back. Some great battling between these two. The 71 gets the lead, and the 92 is going to immediately dive under him and get it back. What a show of skill by that 92 truck of Sunjo Vittoria. Vittoria putting out all the stops to win this race, and that was a great move right there. The 38 doesn't quite catch up to him with all that battling, but don't count him out just yet because he has a fast truck. But Vittoria's already starting to build a gap once again on that 71 truck, but never say never. Landon Laudenbach really closed down that lead. I don't know if the 92 maybe scraped the wall a little bit, but we haven't seen much wall scrapes here today. We saw that 38 getting the wall earlier in this race. That may be hindering his truck a little bit, but right now, this 92 of Sanjo Vittoria is dominating. Rocco Dorn finally got past that lap truck of the 27. Matthew Hubert still stuck behind the 23 and 75 who are a lap down. Fortunately, if some of these guys weren't a lap down, they'd be running way better. But Gary Chen still running pretty good, but he could have a better day running 10th. Just, I guess you could say, on the lead lap, because everybody else behind him's a lap down. As we catch back up with our leaders, Vittoria right now still leading in this race. This 92 team said they had a fast truck all weekend. Right now, they've been able to work. Wow, they've been able to work the outside. They even did a switchback. Didn't think this was open wheel racing, but right now, he can do anything with that truck. So Onjack's kind of closing down the gap a little bit. But right now, can this 92 hold on? This would be a huge win for this team. These guys have been the fastest trucks all race. You love to see when the fastest trucks are running up front. And look at these guys, Little and Stapleton, and we're still close to each other. Nice little battle between friends right there. If you watch NH Racing 97 on YouTube, got a great couple of series over there. But these guys are battling it out right now for P4. And we'll see who comes out on top right now. It looks like Ryan Little's got it, but look at Nathan Stapleton. Oh, looking like he was about to put his nose in there, but not quite. Still sustaining that gap is that 92. Not really any improvements on the last lap. Actually, that 71 actually dropped back about 10 tenths. Yeah, 10 tenths, okay. Sounded weird at first, but they do get it done. But it is right. And look at Matthew Hubert right now. He's closing in on this 91 of Rocco Dorn for 6th place. Hubert won at Atlanta. He's had a few solid performances, and his teammates are running up front as well. So Spires brought some fast trucks. Jerry Chen also started pretty well. He is currently running 8th, so he's got past a couple of guys at 41 and 31. So Chen's running really well too. And look at the 71. He's closing back up. Cut that lead down about 20 tenths a lap ago. As it's down to 0.29. It was 0.43 earlier on in this race. Well, not earlier on in this race, about a lap ago. But you know what I mean. Can the 92 hold on to this lead is the question everybody has in their mind right now. Maybe, yeah, now that gap's starting to deteriorate once again, the 71 not quite being able to do anything for that, doing anything for the lead, as that 38's now catching back up again. Nathan Stapleton actually got past Ryan Little in that 19. And as we get to lap 92, the 92 is leading. How about that? A beautiful car quest stream. RFK Racing has brought some fast trucks every weekend, but they just have been on the bad side of luck, honestly. That 29 of Monica Pato, if you guys remember at Daytona, they were dominating that first half of the race, and unfortunately, everything just unfolded right in front of their eyes as pit stops and an untimely caution happened, and that completely just wrecked their race. But right now, they're running pretty well. They qualify pretty good every week, but sometimes just haven't been able to put the tools together to win. These guys are starting to close up. They get so close, and then Vittoria gets that gap once again. So it's a little interesting how this one's going to go. I don't think we'll see a lead change unless the 38 gets past the 71, but the 71 showed pace. I mean, he almost got the lead there. I mean, you can't help that the Vittoria just really battled around the outside and battled in general and somehow used them as a pick kind of to do a switchback. There's no better way to explain it, honestly. Is there a caution out, folks? No. Oh, no, there isn't. Looks like they're running slow for a second. Sorry for the false alarm. But look at them. They're actually getting close to some lap traffic, and if we've learned anything from today, lap traffic can really impact this race. Sorry for the false alarm on the caution there. I'll look down for a second, look back up, and they look like they were running slow. But this is interesting. Closed up on lap 100. 38 laps to go in this race. Who's going to hold on to it? And look at Landon Laudenbach. He's closing down that gap pretty well. Laudenbach right on the back bumper of this 92 truck. Can he get it done is the question. As they're closing up on this 13 of Gabriel Candamel Jr., can they get past him? As look at the 99, he's still running pretty decent for a truck that got turned around. Some damage right on him, but these guys behind them are still keeping it pretty close. But Little got right back past Stapleton. Oh, Hubert actually got past him. He's been so fast all day that I was shocked when I saw him get past him the first time, but right now he is running really well, and as they get past Gabriel Candamel, can they capitalize, can the two behind Vittoria capitalize on this lap traffic and make this a race? And here we go, lapping the points leader once again of Angel Gutierrez. We've reached lap 100. Oh, Gutierrez almost cut the nose off of that number 92 truck. And look at these guys. They're getting really close to the 92 here. It's basically the 92's race to lose if he can't cut through this traffic. Now they're looking to make a pass on Skylar Taylor. The way that 92 just rotates, keeping it under those trucks as he dives into the turn is just really amazing to see. Everybody, this top three is actually doing it pretty well. But here we go. They're trying to pass Mina Candamel Jr. He was involved in the first caution of this race. Now closing up on that 11. Bjorn for Jorgensen. Can these guys get past this 92? Still unable to do anything at this point. 38 getting a little bit impatient there, but he's waiting behind the 71. He's going to make his move when he can. That's what we know. It looks like there might be an opportunity into this turn. Yes, there is. He's going to use the 42 as a pick, and into second goes Peter Onjack, and Landon Laudenbach gets used by that 38 truck as a pick. I mean, he uses the 42 truck as a pick to get right past him. Takes some air off the bumper of that 71 truck, and he's going to get past him now. Oh, and look at Onjack. This 26 of Castillo, and the 92 is going to get caught behind them. Into the lead is going to go the 38 of Peter Onjack. Oh, no, Vittoria. Onjack takes the lead with 33 laps to go. And Vittoria still running behind this 26. That 26 really held him up there. We saw that earlier in the race on the 29. RFK using some strategy, but they were on the wrong side of that time, as there was really no strategy. But look at the 71, Landon Laudenbach now. He's getting the lead. He gets right past this 38 of Peter Onjak. Can he hold on to it, though? They're closing up on this 18 of James Daniel. Oh, look at this 38. He's still getting back close to him. And look ahead is that 29. But where is Vittoria at? I think Vittoria's in the pits, actually. And yeah, they're coming down the pit road, folks. Vittoria's in. Likely our last pit stop of the race. Vittoria, after getting stuck behind them, he makes the wise decision to just take the tires and fuel and get out quickly. This is going to be an early stop for this team, but can they capitalize on it? And here comes that 71 too. Onjak's going to stay out an extra lap, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he will. Him and Hubert staying out an extra lap. Little as well. $77 to 10 in as well. Can Laudenbach hold on to the lead, though? Here comes Peter Onjak. He was leading now. You see a lot of these guys a lap down. The 92 is a lap down as well, but that doesn't really matter at this point because he's going to get unlapped anyways. But where does this 38 of Onjak come out? And there goes that 92 now. Getting right past him. There's the exit the pit, folks. Oh my god, what am I doing? Here we go. Now let's catch up with these leaders now. Where do they come out? This could be the deciding factor of this race. And Vittoria's got Landon Laudenbach right on his bumper. Onjak doesn't have the greatest stop, as that strategy didn't really work out for that team, as they're out of this race now. They got a lot of traffic in front of them, unless a miracle happens. It's between this 92 and 71. The 92's had Laudenbach's number all day, but does that change now? And it's not going to change. Well, no, maybe it will. The 71 ran the middle line of that corner, and it kind of worked. He got a huge run. And now he's closing in on this 92 truck. These two are duking it out so far in this race. Peter Onjak still trying to catch up to these guys, but it might be just a foregone conclusion that he's not going to be in this ending of this race. 5 seconds behind. And look at 25 of Carl Young. He's going to get in front of this 92. Oh no, Carl Young, what are you doing? And now the 92 is going to get stuck behind him, and that's going to allow the 71 to close up. Carl Young, he's not going to go down without a fight. A feisty driver. And this 92, can he get past him? Carl Young's got some speed in that 25's engine. And, yeah, he's not going to get past him so far. These guys are still being pretty patient. Vittoria just unable to get a move on him. This 25 is really holding up this 92 truck right now. When does Vittoria lay the bumper? He takes some air off the back of that truck, and through goes the 92. Can Laudenbach follow through is the question. And yes, he will. I believe they have the 23 ahead. Yes, they do. Nicholas Torres. They still have a good amount of laps to go in this race. Right on the back of that 92 is the 71. Does he make a move? There he goes. The 71, Landon Laudenbach looking for the lead. These two have been battling all day. But does the 71 have ice in his veins to win this race? He's going to make a clutch move, and he's going to get past the 92. Can Vittoria catch back up now? He's on the chase. A game of cat and mouse right now as these two are going back and forth. Does the 23 hold up this 71 truck is the question. No, the 71's going to get right through him. No, he doesn't. The 23 closes the door. That's going to allow this 92 to get a run. Vittoria closing in on that 71 truck. What gives at this moment? Do you move him out the way? What do you do to win this race? On Jack, still 5 seconds behind. He is out of this race, folks. 20 laps to go. Vittoria, can he catch up? There's a lot of live traffic ahead. Adrian Gill, Matt Morley, Clinton Buchanan, David Dixon. A lot of guys ahead. This is going to impact this finish a lot. Can he make a move? What lane are they going to take to get past these guys? Does Gale hold up this 71? I don't think he's going to do it. Will the 71 dive it underneath him? Yes, he will. Landon Laudenbach making moves through this traffic. Vittoria was carving through the traffic earlier in this race, but right now the 71's doing it, and he's doing a damn good job at it. And look at this 5. Does he get in the way of this 92? There's a truck between them now. But that 92 is going to get past him easily. Vittoria's been great at getting through this lap traffic all day. No, the 5 shuts the door. Oh no! David Dixon, what are you doing? And now the 71's getting close to Clinton Buchanan. Vittoria just not being able to figure it out in this later parts of this race. He's kind of blowing it right now. The issue with that 92 truck is they're getting way too close and then just not being able to put their nose in there. And he's suffering it from right now, but it looks like he's going to get in there now. Yes, he will. And now that 71's getting held up by Clinton Buchanan. Can Buchanan impact this finish? And now look at this. Clinton Buchanan still holding him up. Now Davenport holding him up. Does this result in a close finish? But Davenport, he's going to get right by him. Can this 92 catch up? Just under 10 laps, just over 10 laps to go. One second, folks. Alright, I'm back. This 71 truck, he's going to get past the 88 now. Close to 10 laps to go. And this 88's still between them. Can Landon Laudenbach hold on? 10 laps to go. Can Vittoria get past the 88 now? Vittoria is struggling with this lap traffic in the latter parts of this race. And he's still getting held up. He is just riding way too close, and it's not working out. You got to be patient behind them, but not too patient. But it's just right in their bumper. You got to show that you're trying to get through there. But this 71 will land in Laudenbach. If he wins this race, what a move. This might be the clutch moment of the year. He's been running behind this 92 truck all race, but he makes the move when it matters, and we're coming to 8 laps to go. 71 Allied teams, they've been fast all weekend as well with the 38 and 92. But right now, there's lap traffic ahead running both lanes. This could slow them down too, but Vittoria, I don't know what he's doing right now. Just staying behind this 92 truck. He's been aggressive all day, but his aggression isn't showing right now. And now he's finally going to try to get past this 88. He's not going to be happy with Quinton Buchanan after this race for holding him up so much. But now this 13, the Gabriel Candamel Jr., he's going to get lapped again. He's a couple laps down on this race. It's going to be now 4 laps down likely. Can this 41 and 04 maybe hold him up? Who knows? 6 laps to go, and that 41's looking to make a pass on the 04. And that's going to allow the 71 to get right underneath them. Vittoria's truck is just not as fast as it was early on today. But right now, it's 41 of Travis Rowland. He's holding up this 71. Oh, and he's going to force his nose in there nearly. Five laps to go in this race. What does Vittoria have? Can he get past that 13? He's going to cruise on past them, and he's taking that 41 team right now. They're holding him up. He's got one more truck to go before he gets to the 71. Laudenbach still right underneath them. Is he going to get the pass off? No! Now he's going to try to pass him. Look at Vittoria. Oh, the 41 gets back in front of the 71. Vittoria's now back in the picture. 92 ends up winning this race. He's going to have to send a Christmas card to this 41 team. Travis Rowland is moving out the way. Showing his inner Ryan Newman. We got 3 laps to go in this race. And a truck's engine is blown. The 98 of Evan Marisi. He doesn't look like he's going to be an issue. Hopefully he gets it back to pit road. But we're coming to 2 laps to go. And this 92 is getting right close to this 71. Vittoria's showing his nose in there. Does the Vittoria dive underneath him? Vittoria does. Vittoria going to the lead. And he's going to try to get past this 41 as well. The 71 battling on the outside. Side by side for the lead. Now it's going to be 2 to go. But now, can the 71 make a move? Now Laudenbach showing his nose in there. Laudenbach dives underneath them, back and forth, with 2 laps to go in this race. Who's going to win it? The 92 on the outside, does he make it work? No, not quite, but he's still getting held up. Coming to the white flag, 1 to go in the Rock 120. Who's coming to victory lane? Vittoria now. He's going to go for the lead. These guys are going back and forth, but he's got the 88 with them with some help. 1 more corner to go for the 92 team. Sanjo Vittoria out of turns 3 and 4. Nothing left in the engine for the 71. Vittoria's going to win Rockingham. What a finish. The 71 and the 92 battled all day, but Vittoria is going to come through and win this race. A dominating effort in the first half. The second half was a little bit shaky, but he comes through, and these guys went back and forth in those last final laps, and hats off to these 2 drivers as they had a great day. The 92 and 71. What a race ran by both of them. But Vittoria is going to win this race, and the 92 team is going to be in victory lane. As we look at your finishing results in this race, as that 92 team is going to go burn it down real quickly. Vittoria finishes first. Behind them, Landon Laudenbach, Peter Onjak, Matthew Hubert, Nathan Stapleton, Jerry Chen, Ryan Little, Rogel Dorn, Travis Rollin, Matt Morley, Sebastian Lopez, Sierra Cooper, Clinton Buchanan, Tyreek McLean, and Charlie Davenport are going to be your top 15. A lot of guys will lap down in this race, but that's what you expect at a mile oval. And you see that 98, his engine was blown on the last lap. NASCAR did not throw a caution. The NTNA officials did not throw a caution. The 98 was able to safely get it back to pit road. But rounding out the field is going to be the 98, the 13, and the 99. 3 Thor Sport trucks, not the greatest performance out of that team. The 2 of Angel Gutierrez, the man who really usually has consistent performances, just not a great weekend here at Rockingham. And as we look through the pack, our race winner from last week, Carl Young, not the greatest performance. Brandon Haynes. Who else can we name in here? Besides that, it's pretty chalk at the standings. A lot of guys finished close to where they started. Davenport dropped back quite a bit. Clinton Buchanan was a key factor in this race, honestly. Not a factor in the ways you think, but he was holding up a lot of guys. Travis Rollin was battling to stay on the lead lap, and he really impacted the finish. But I think it would have been close no matter what. But, man, oh, man, what a race. What a finish. 92 and 71, battle it out. But that's all I have to say, everyone. The Discord's will be in the description for anyone who wants to join the league. We have about 2 trucks left. I have some other extra trucks I could possibly add in. But that's all from NASCAR Truck Night in America. Sergio Vittoria is going to burn it down, as you can see. And thank you all for watching this race. The standings will flash on the screen here in a little bit. But that's all from me. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you live. And that's all from me.